Welcome to another live show. All right. And we are live. It is Tuesday around 7 p.m. Central Time. And seems what's going on here? Oh. My wife's not with me right now, but she is coming. But we do have a nice little buddy with me. Old Jasper buddy. Yeah. Usually we put him in the crate right now, but I was having a little bit of mercy on him. We were cutting grass today, and while we were cutting grass, we can't leave him in the house by himself. He's been known to tear things up sometimes on his own. Whenever we're around him, he doesn't do anything like that. But whenever we're outside and he can't get to us, sometimes he gets creative. So we had to put him in the crate while we're outside. So we had him outside, mowed the grass, and he's been in there the whole time. So I thought I'd have a little mercy on him and let him out. And I think he'll be a good boy. I think he'll be good.
Can you be a good boy, Jasper?
Oh, there's my wife. All right. We're still just waiting for people to come in.
Well, good. I didn't miss much.
Hello, Desi Lou's Garden. And also Samson Farms. Hello.
Hello.
We also have Berean Acres.
Berean. Ooh, I like that name.
Yeah, it's a really good name.
I like that name.
We like being good Bereans.
Yes, amen.
And Fairy Tale Creations. Welcome. To Wild Onions Homestead.
Yay!
Welcome. All right.
I'm excited for your live stream.
Yeah, it's like they get to come to our live stream right before they have their own live stream. And, we'll probably mention it again. But once our live stream is over, we just want to direct everybody over to Two Wild Onions Homestead.
Yes.
And go to their live stream because theirs is right after ours. And it'd be really good to do that. Really good to do that.
I think it's their first one.
The first one, huh?
Yeah, I think it's their first live.
Okay. All right. That'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think. I thought I heard her say she was giving prizes away. I'm not sure.
Prizes? Well, you got to show up for the prizes.
Oh, they said they're so nervous. Yo, don't be nervous. That was me. But it's not that big a deal. Just be yourself. You put out really good videos. I enjoy them a lot, and you could do it. You have that type of personality. You definitely could do it.
One small little tip is when you set up your camera and you get everything set up, just know that when you set it up that you can actually see both of you in the camera. And then remember that both of you can be seen in the camera, because whenever we're in the live stream, we don't really watch ourselves because there's like a 2 or 3 second lag where whenever we say things and do things, it doesn't show up on the feed until several seconds later.
Actually, I'll say to him, honey, are we on?
Yeah, and that can throw you off. So whenever you're doing the live show, do not look at the monitor. Because when you look at the monitor, it's not really showing what's happening right now. All right, so that's just a good tip to key on. So when you set up the camera and you set up the scene, and you know that both of you are in the camera, then just know that that's the way it is, and don't waste your time looking at the monitor because it's going to mess you up. You're going to be clunky. You're not really going to feel like you know what's going on. So just ignore it. Just totally ignore it.
Samson Farm said, "Be yourself. Just be yourself." Yes, just be yourself.
Uh-huh.
Hey, busy little house. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, welcome. All right. And I'm looking for volunteers for moderators. Anybody wants to volunteer as a moderator? That would be wonderful.
Yeah, we could use a moderator. Thank you.
And once we make you a moderator, anytime you come back to our live feed, you'll automatically be a moderator when you show up.
It doesn't mean that you have to come to every live feed, but
no, you're not obligated. It just, whenever you happen to stop by, you can moderate if you feel like it. So That'll be good. Oh, Samson Farms. I will make him a mod.
And busy little house. Thank you.
All right. Let's see
It's like
here.
a bunch of friends all coming to visit. That's what it feels like.
Okay, Samson Farms is a moderator. The busy little house is now a moderator.
Don't you think, dear? Like when we have these lives and we start seeing familiar faces, it's like
Oh, yeah.
visiting with friends. Everyone's coming around to visit. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Oh, 2 Wild Onions Homestead. And
Oh, yes.
let me put that in here.
Yes, if you want us to be a moderator, we'd love to be a moderator for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and also 2 Wild Onions Homestead. Do not feel obligated to stay for our entire show.
Yeah.
Give yourself a good 10 or 15 minutes to get ready, to kind of calm down, pray a little bit, and just get yourself ready for your live show. So just because you're a moderator in our live show, do not feel obligated. You can leave anytime you need to get ready for your show.
Yes. Oh, 2 Wild Onions, we're going to be in Lancaster the first week of, what day are we going to be in Lancaster?
Lancaster County, it's going to be Ronks, which is close to Lancaster, right? But it's in Lancaster County, Ronks, Pennsylvania. It's going to be July 6th on Saturday.
Yeah. So we're going to go see Sight and Sound Theater, Jesus.
Yeah, Sight and Sound Theater, Jesus. And we saw some behind-the-scenes videos, because this is not the first year that they've shown it. This is actually the second year. So we actually were able to see some of the behind-the-scenes videos they have on YouTube, and it's pretty interesting. And we also watched a couple interviews that they've had, and they've given a little information about it. So I think it's going to be a really good play.
I'm excited.
And just so you know, we've talked about it before, but Sight and Sound Theater is a spectacular theater, cutting edge technology.
3 stages.
Yeah, they got 3 stages. It's a 4-story high stage. So their stage is 4 stories high. And they've got like a wraparound thing where they have a center stage and 2 side stages. So the stages are actually wrapped around the audience. So that's pretty interesting.
They said maybe we can meet up. They're not very far from that.
Well, we're there on Saturday. We're going to be showing up fairly early, I think.
Maybe we could have lunch.
Yeah, maybe we can have dinner.
Yeah, maybe we could have dinner together.
Yeah, because we're going to be having dinner somewhere around 5 p.m. somewhere.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to get like one of those Amish-style all-you-can-eat places. Because we like the roasted chicken, and I just like having a variety. And also, when you have a buffet, you don't have to wait around and wait till the server comes and asks you what you want. And that's a whole process that a lot of times we want to try to bypass.
Hey, hello, Grandma Karen. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you made it.
But yeah, the Sight and Sound Theater, like I said, 4-story high stage, wraparound stage. It's huge. They actually have animals in their production. They use Jacob sheep. They use goats, camels, pigs, even a cow I've seen once, horses, real live animals, and it's really, really, really good. And they also have different robotic type things that they use. Like when we watched Jonah, the actual boats that they used in Jonah were robotic. So they were on the boats and they were moving around the stage like they were sailing on the stage.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they can do
They're
that.
going to do the same for Jesus.
Yeah, for Jesus. Yeah, they're in little boats. So their little boats are going to be moving around the stage, like it's on a sea. So that's going to be really interesting.
Oh, Two Wild Onion said she'd love to meet up.
Oh yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm excited
that'd be really good.
That's exciting.
And another thing too is they actually have a 100-foot. I think it's 100 foot by. I can't remember how. I think maybe I don't know high it is, but it's a 100-foot long LED screen backdrop.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's 100-foot long, and it's an LED screen backdrop. And the reason why they're doing that is because they have that in the back to give some kind of like graphics, like computerized type graphics in the background to give it more depth. And then they have some actors and some sets that are right in front of that screen, and they're going to have other things that are right in front of that. So it's like a 3-layer on the stage, 3 different layers on the stage, and it's going to give it like a depth that you can actually look into it. And when they're on a hillside and Jesus is teaching, it gives you the feeling that you're actually on a hillside the way they set it up.
Well, I saw some video clips of it, and it is just breathtaking,
amazing,
beautiful. It's just,
right.
And then the water scenes where the water is all stormy and mad and angry, and Jesus calms the seas, and he reaches down and who does he?
Well, that's
look
a
down?
different account.
I apologize.
Those are 2 different accounts that you're mixing together.
Well, he walks on water and saves him.
Yeah, he's walking on.
They do that one.
Right, he's walking on water, and they see him walking on water, and then Peter asks, can I come to you? And all that, you know the story. And he steps out and he starts walking on water for, a few steps, and you got to think about it. A lot of people, they focus so much on that he fell into the water. And he did, Peter did. He lost faith. He lost sight of Jesus. He started looking at the storm. He got a little scared, and he fell into the water. But keep this in mind. Before he fell into the water, he was walking on water. Peter was walking on water too.
That's beautiful.
So that is beautiful.
Okay.
So then whenever he fell into the water, then Jesus reaches down and pulls him out. And they do the whole thing on stage. So it's really, really interesting. And they got lightning strikes and everything. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Brian Akers says they missed part of the conversation. Where is this amazing sounding stage? In Lancaster County, PA.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. In Lancaster County, a place called Ronks, Pennsylvania. It's Sight and Sound Theater, and they've been doing productions there for over 42 years.
But they also have another theater in
Branson, Missouri.
That was good, dear. One flesh, right here, dear.
Right, that's right.
Here,
right
here.
Okay. So yeah, Branson, Missouri. So if you're on the West Coast or you're in the maybe central part of the United States, it might be closer to go to Branson. Now they are showing different shows. Right now, the production of Jesus that we're going to watch is taking place in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Now in Branson, Missouri, they're actually doing a production of Samson. They're doing Samson in Branson. So you got to think about it. I mean, if you got some time and you save up a little money, it actually is possible to watch one show in Lancaster and then to watch another show in Branson. That actually is possible. So I think it's pretty interesting.
We're closer to Branson, actually, but we wanted to see Jesus.
Yeah, we wanted to see the Jesus production because it's the brand new production. And we're kind of looking forward to it. So I'm pretty excited about it, And from the interviews that we've seen on it, they're not going to do your typical baby in the manger, Jesus is born, he grows up as a young child, and then he goes to the wedding, turns water into wine, starts his ministry, doing the whole thing in chronological order, and then the crucifixion, the resurrection, the ascension. They're not going to do all of that because you got to think they got to try to make it fit in 2 hours, right? They got to try to make everything fit in 2 hours, and that's just too much. You can't get all of that in 2 hours.
Yeah. What do you mean?
And I'm just going to go ahead and say it because this is a pet peeve. This is a pet peeve that I've got, is that most of the time, whenever Hollywood makes a movie about Jesus, right, they leave out a whole bunch of stuff. to make it fit in 2 hours. They leave a whole lot out, right? Which I kind of expect that to some degree. I kind of expect it. But when they leave stuff out, guess what they do? They add stuff in that's not even in the Bible. They add a bunch of stuff in that's not even there. So they take a whole lot out, add a whole lot extra in, and when you get done, it's not even the right information.
Someone asked if they could see it on YouTube. You can watch Moses, a production of Moses they did on YouTube. We just watched it the other day. The whole 2 hours and just 2 hours and like 3 minutes long production of Moses, and it was really, really good. I do know that you can find that on YouTube. Type in Sight and Sound.
Well, I'm actually looking it up now, honey. I'll hopefully be able to bring it up.
Well, that'd be great if you could share that with you guys.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. Let's see here. Let's get this going.
There you go.
Turn that on.
He found the trailer for Jesus.
Right. So we're going to show the trailer. It'll take me a minute to put this together. So you go ahead and keep talking, honey, until I get this up and running.
What was I going to say? Make sure everyone makes it to Two Wild Onions live stream tonight. As soon as we're over, it's 9 Central, 8 o'clock. I'm sorry. 9 Eastern. We're in Central. 8 Central. 8 Central. And so on and so on.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, if you can find it, yeah, it's really, really good to watch their Sight and Sound. Anything they produce is really, really, really well done. I mean, the first time I saw he had to talk me into watching. I'm not really into plays that much, and he talked me, let's just watch the one. I think it was Joseph we watched. And I thought, well, it's just going to be some not real good production. I'm telling you, their productions are as high quality as...
So hopefully this works. Let me go ahead and give it a shot.
New York plays.
Let's try something else. Okay, it should go. Let's see if it does it.
Okay.
Oh, it's already playing.
Can you guys see that?
Here, let me try it. I'm going to try something else.
He's a miracle worker, a healer, a prophet.
Hold on, it didn't work right.
Jesus is a rebel.
We try it again here.
We must stop this radical. The Pharisees in Jerusalem call him an outlaw. This would be a very bad time to choose his side.
All right.
Everything Jesus does points to love.
Amen.
Seen by nearly 1 million people in its debut year, the
Can't get it to
original stage
stop.
production is returning for one.
I guess that stopped it. Let's try it again. Now it didn't work. Okay. I got to be quick on this thing. I got to be quick. Okay, let's try it again.
Good.
This time I got to be a lot faster here. So,
Okay, faster.
where did it go? It killed out the whole thing.
Oh, are we out?
I don't think so.
No.
No, we're still streaming. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Crazy. Oh, okay. I understand now. Wrong browser. Technical difficulties, I tell you.
You will like it once you see it, though. It'll be worth the wait.
Okay. So, I'm going to try it again. Okay. Here we go. This is a trailer for Jesus.
There's a place where stories from the Bible come to life on stage.
This man has lived in darkness, but today he will see the light. Who exactly is he?
I heard he's merely the son of a carpenter.
This year, Sight and Sound Theaters invites you to experience the greatest rescue story of all time.
He's a miracle worker,
A healer, a prophet.
This Jesus is a rebel. stop this radical.
The Pharisees in Jerusalem call him an outlaw.
This would be a very bad time to choose his side.
Everything Jesus does points to love.
Seen by nearly 1 million people in its debut year, the original stage production is returning for one last encore season.
I am changed. That is who Jesus says I am.
One man did all this.
He is alive in us, and he can live in you too.
Jesus, live on stage at Sight and Sound Theaters.
Yeah. What do you think about that? You know, the thing that I think of whenever I see that.
It's the city of Philadelphia. Check it out. It kind of looks like a mural painted on the sky.
Hold on here. Okay, something's happening. Okay, I gotta kill this.
There we go.
I'll probably have to research how to do that a little bit before I try that again next time. Okay, little technical issues here. But still, you know, one thing that I get out of whenever I see that, you think it's a movie, right? It looks like a movie trailer, but it's not a movie. This is live action on a stage. That's the thing to keep in your mind.
Oh, Broussards.
The way that looked, it looks like, okay, you looked at it, okay, that's a really good looking movie. But it's not a movie. I mean, these actors are walking down the aisles, you're sitting there, you're seeing them, you're seeing everything unfold right before your eyes. It's just that they are that good with their technology, they can make a play look like a movie. That's just how good they are.
Can we go up and see if anybody said anything?
Yeah, we're here.
I thought Broussards.
Yeah, got a wow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a wow. All right.
Can we go up a little higher?
Okay, I don't know what you're looking for.
Someone said Broussards came in. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, welcome, Broussard Homestead. And we were just showing a trailer of a play that we're going to see July 6th. And we are very excited about it.
I am. Very excited.
All right. So, yeah, it was actually pretty impressive. And we've gone to a production before. We went and saw Jonah.
Yeah.
So we watched Jonah, so that was very well done. I really enjoyed it.
They sell almost all their plays online also. You can type in Sight and Sound and DVDs, and you can find all their old productions.
Right.
We have, what, 4 of them.
Yeah, we got like 4 of them, I think.
We have 4 of them. We want to get Samson also. No.
Moses. Yeah, we're wanting to get Moses. And I don't know if Jesus has actually been put on DVD yet, but if it has, we're going to try to snatch that up because that would be a good one to have.
Fairy Tale Creations. Hey, thanks for coming. Is it far from us? It's 11 hours if we drove it.
Correction.
Oh.
According to Google, it's 11 and a half hours. Now, we all know that Google doesn't take into account red lights. They don't take into account stop traffic. They don't take into account stopping at the gas station. None of these things are taken into account. So really, it's not 11 and a half drive. It's more like 12 and a half hours drive. More like that.
Yeah.
So, but we're not going to drive.
We're not driving.
Nope, we're not driving.
Not this time.
We're going to fly. We're going to fly.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Right?
I'm a little nervous. I've flown one other trip. We went to Ireland, and we flew from Louisville to Atlanta, Georgia, and then from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way over to Dublin. Yeah, Dublin, Ireland, and then back again through New York and then through Louisville. But Yeah, flying makes me a little nervous. So, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Now, it's just a little short flight. We'll be flying from Lexington into Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. And then we're going to get a rental car in Washington, D.C. and drive from Washington, D.C. to where we're going, which is only about a 2.5 hour drive from there. So total, we're going to drive 2 hours to Lexington. Then we're going to drive 2.5 hours from D.C. to where we're going. So 4.5 hours instead of 12.5 hours.
Big difference.
Yeah, we're saving ourselves 8 hours on the road. All right.
One way.
Yeah, and then the same way on the way back.
Yeah.
So actually, we're
16.
saving about 16 hours of drive time that we're actually saving. So
Yeah.
enough said about that. Enough said about that. And it costs a little bit of money. Actually, we're kind of tapped out. We're broke until payday.
Oh, we'll be fine.
But we'll be fine. I work from home, so I don't even need to put gasoline in the car for the next 2 weeks. I'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Let me see if there's any. Will you be staying the night somewhere?
Yeah, we actually are staying in York, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if you know where that is.
She's from that area, so she might. She's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's a bigger town called York, and it's about 40 minutes from the theater.
Yeah.
So that's why we're staying there. And also, if you know anything about Lancaster County, if you get a hotel room in Lancaster County, the price is crazy. It's super expensive, and we're just not willing to pay that much.
It's not that big a deal to drive
Right.
45.
We're staying
40
one
minutes.
night. We're just staying one night is all we're doing.
Wish we could. We wanted to stay more. At least 2 nights. We
Right.
wanted to be able to do that, but
We've already got the plane tickets, so we got to come back on Sunday.
yeah.
So
But your work wouldn't have worked out either. We've really been trying to not
Mm-hmm.
miss any work.
oh, okay. Her husband's company is in York.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting.
All right, so that's where we're going to be staying, and we're going to be having dinner somewhere around Lancaster. We're planning on
Or-
having dinner.
That's where we were wanting to, but
Yeah, because they have Amish, all you can eat Amish buffet. Okay, okay, all you can eat Amish buffet. All right.
I grew up in Ohio, going to Holmes County, which, if anyone's from Ohio, you know that's called Amish country of Ohio. So,
You didn't finish your thing.
yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading that. I apologize. So, I'm kind of used to the roasted chicken and eating Amish food. So,
But if you haven't had it for a while, it's nice to have it again.
this is true. This
Right.
is true. I
And,
love roasted chicken.
One of her favorites, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this or not. Probably not. But we'll see. But one of her favorites is actually lunch meat, is Dutch loaf.
Yeah.
And you can only get it in Amish country, whether it be in
Well-
Holmes County.
well, in
Lancaster.
the area of Ohio where I grew up.
Right? It's pretty localized. I mean,
near to Pittsburgh.
now, they might have it other places of the world, but it really is an Amish recipe, an Amish type culture thing. So we can't find it here in Kentucky.
Nowhere. If
Right.
we can order it. There is a bulk
An Amish bulk food store.
bulk food store about an
Oh, it's about an hour and a half away.
hour and a half away, and they told us they could order it for us and they could slice it up for us and we could like freeze it, and use it. But I really miss my Dutch loaf. But
And I happen to like it too. I mean, I've had it, and I remember eating it when I was growing up. And I'm from Ohio. Southern Ohio is where I'm from. So there were some stores in Southern Ohio that have it. Because I remember eating Dutch loaf when I was growing up, and when I eat it, it reminds me of those sandwiches that I would eat when I was a child. So it's kind of nice.
well, Two Odd Onions asked if it's Shady Maple Restaurant. We were there last time. We can't remember. I mean, any buffet.
Yeah,
would
we
be
haven't
nice.
picked one yet.
Any place. If you could recommend a place, I know you're from that area, so if you could recommend a place that you want to meet up, and that's not too far from where we're going to be in the hotel, that would work.
And we're not looking for the most expensive place, but we just want something with good quality buffet.
And not too far from Bronx.
Right, but if it's in the Lancaster area, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
You know, so anything in the Lancaster area, if you know of a good buffet that's a good Amish buffet for a good price, that would be great. I think I was kind of thinking of Dieners because we went there for breakfast, I think, last year.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good breakfast. We really like that. And they have a dinner menu also. And their prices don't seem too bad. But, you know, by all means, if you know a better place than that, we're open to suggestion.
Brian Acres, you guys live in Lexington. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, we'll be going through there pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be going there to the airport in the morning.
Right. And when we come back, we'll be coming back to the airport pretty late at night. So we can't be driving around Lexington too much there. Okay, Shady Maple,
Okay.
look at that, and we'll meet wherever you choose.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah. We're not real picky. Just wanted to have a buffet and
And it's going to be in July. It might be busy, so sometimes it's good to find a place that's not as busy as all the other places because you might find yourself waiting.
yeah, we found this really nice buffet not too far from the theater
I
last
can't
time.
remember the name of it.
Yeah, not at the moment. But it was really nice. It was like everything you could think of. They had a whole dessert section, a whole pie section, a whole
Yeah, they had
several different kinds of meats.
They had the Swedish meatballs, and they had the roasted chicken, and they
Yeah.
had a bunch of other things. They had
roasted beef.
Chicken noodle, some kind of homemade chicken noodle. That was really good.
Yeah, it was roast beef. It was just really, really, really
Yeah, it was really good, but we can't remember the name of it.
Let me see. Someone else came in. Oh, Starry Night Stronghold. Hello. Thanks for coming. The Smith Family Ranch. Hello. Welcome. Let me see. There was somebody else up a little higher, dear.
All right, let's take a look.
Thank
Going
you.
back in time.
A little more.
What, during the time you were talking?
Yeah, probably. Oh, McLinden?
Yeah, McLinden Homestead.
Yeah, welcome. I saw you come in, but we were talking. I didn't get a chance to say hello and welcome. I like to try my best, if it doesn't interrupt the conversation, to say hello to everyone. So if I do miss you, it's not because I want to. I just, sometimes when we're talking, it's hard to break in there and say hello to everyone.
That's the other thing, too. I say this every time almost, but if you see a new person on there that
Yes.
looks like, they look like a YouTube channel possibly, like Something Homestead or Something Farms or something, anything like that, if you haven't seen them before, you've never heard of them before, take some time to go over there after the show or whenever. You just kind of bookmark them, and then check them out later. But check out their page and check out their channel, and
Yes.
if you like them, subscribe to them.
McLinden Homestead, they said thank you to someone for subbing to
Yeah.
them already.
Yeah, that's
so
good. Yeah.
please, everyone. That's how we got subscribers, and that's how I subscribe to other people by going to live chats. So yeah, please go check each other's channels out. Just bless each other if you agree with their channel and you want to subscribe. Yes, please do that.
I just added Fairy Tale Creations as a moderator,
Oh, good. Yes.
so now we have plenty of wrenches in the room.
She'll be a good one.
All
What
right.
did they say?
I don't know.
Oh no, someone it stopped by
Right.
accident and it came back.
That's
up.
fine. All right.
Yeah, we love encouraging
But
everyone.
yeah, we encourage people, but it's not like, I subscribe to you, now you got to subscribe to me. We don't like that.
We don't like that at all. It's not.
It's not
pushy.
polite.
It's not polite. It's
And,
pushy.
what's this whole YouTube thing about anyway? Is it just about subbing each other and giving each other thumbs up? Is that all it's about?
No.
Or is it about creating content that people want to watch? That way, if people want to watch it, then they have no problem putting a thumbs up. If they want to watch it, they have no problem subscribing to the channel. And really, I think that's what you have to think about when you're starting a YouTube channel. Make content that people really want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, just briefly about that is, I went ahead and
Human connection.
started the monetization process for our channel.
Yep.
So all the preliminary steps have been done. Right now, we're just waiting to get to 1,000 subscribers. And right now, we're at 2,500 hours. Now, before I thought we were at 8,000 hours. I was going on a running average of, if I keep this pace up for a year, then we're getting a pace of 8,000 hours per year. And that is the pace that we're still on. So we're still on that same pace. We're getting a lot of watch time minutes. We're keeping it going. So we're still at 8,000 watch time hours per year average. But the way YouTube does it is they look back in the past 12 months, the 12 months you've already done. And in the 12 months you've already done, they show how many minutes did you actually get. So right now, the actual hours we actually have already is just over 2,500 hours. But, if we keep up this pace, we're going to get the other 1,500, the other 1,500 hours. We'll get that in about a couple months, just 2 months. And we're not even at 1,000 yet. So maybe it'll take 2 months for us to get to 1,000. Maybe it will.
Maybe longer. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
I'm just enjoying it.
And I'm going to do something right here. And I wasn't going to do it this way before. But I've decided I'm going to do it right here in the live show.
Oh.
Okay.
He's surprising me.
I was going to make a separate video about it. But really, these live videos, you can watch them again. They're recorded. And they really are regular videos. It just, you have the benefit of being live. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a collaboration for anybody that watches this video, whether they're watching it live or whether you're watching it after the live is over. And if you've watched it this long, and now you've watched it this long, now you get to see the collaboration and you can participate and join if you like. Okay, so this, I don't know, maybe it's not a collaboration. Maybe it's more of a contest.
Oh.
It's a contest.
You think?
Yeah, it's not really a collaboration because I'm thinking about it. It's not a collaboration. It's a contest. It's like a giveaway.
Okay.
Okay. So, my wife, she has some homesteading books.
I do.
Homesteading books that she has that we are going to give away.
I've been collecting really old homesteading books from the 70s and the 60s and all the way up, and for a long time now I have a lot, and so I was going through and I was taking out my doubles and ones that I don't really need anymore.
But they're really good homesteading books.
They're really, really good homesteading books.
And we're going to go ahead and give them away. And this is how we're going to do it.
They're rare.
Yeah, rare. They are rare homesteading books to add to your library. And really, it's good to have good material actually physically in your library because that is the off-grid solution. Because what happens if you lose your electricity and you have to do everything by candlelight? You're not going to have internet. So how are you going to access all of your online digital books and all your YouTube videos if you can't even access them, right? A book is off-grid. You can read the book anytime you want. It doesn't require any batteries, any power whatsoever. So it's good to have actual books in your library. So we're going to give them away, right? And this is how you're going to do it. What you're going to do is on your own time, outside of this live, you don't want to do it right now, but whenever you get a chance, don't forget to do this. It's like a homework assignment, right? Don't forget to do this. It's like a homework assignment. This is homework, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to go through our videos and pick out your favorite video. The video that you like the most. And share it to your Facebook. And once you've shared it to your Facebook, come back to this video and let me know the name of your Facebook page so I can see that you've actually posted it on your Facebook and shared it there. And then once you've done that, I will add your name to a list. And then after I add your name to a list, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, however long this takes, it might only take a week. It might take a month. It might take 2 months. But we're going to keep this going until we reach 1,000 subscribers. And once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a drawing, and someone's going to win the books.
Yep.
But in order to get in the list, in order to get into the drawing, you have to pick out your favorite video, the one that you like the most, share it on your Facebook. Let me know the name of your Facebook in the chat when you come back. And, on the recorded version of this video, because on the recorded version, you still have a comment section. So you go in the comment section, say, I've shared my favorite video, and then put the name of your Facebook page, and then I will look it up, and then I'll enter you in.
A couple people are not on Facebook no more. Can they just do a little video on YouTube?
Well, if you don't have Facebook, there are other ways of sharing it. I don't know if you have a homesteading blog. You can share it on that. Just let me know about it. It's about sharing the media somewhere. So this is actually the part of the contest that's going to help us get to 1,000.
And then
right?
someone gets a prize.
And someone gets a prize. I don't know if you can share them on Instagram, but I'm pretty sure you can share it on Twitter. Right?
And maybe if they do a video on it also, maybe that YouTube?
Okay, well, let's do it that way then. That's a good solution.
Okay.
Right?
Because they all seem to have channels, I believe.
If you do not have Facebook, or if you don't want to use Twitter, or you don't have Twitter, whatever the case may be, and you don't mind spending time making a video, pick out your favorite video of ours, tell people where they can find it in the video, and do like a review. Do a video review of your favorite video on our page. And if you do that and put it on your channel and let me know about it, I'll put you in the list also. You'll go in the drawing also.
Does that help? I hope that helps.
Hopefully that covers everybody, because everybody here, technically, whether you realize it or not, technically you actually do have a YouTube channel. Even if you haven't uploaded anything yet, technically you have one.
She wants to, Fairy Tale Christian said Instagram, maybe?
If you can, yeah, if you're able to share it on Instagram. I don't know how Instagram works.
I'm the one who does the Instagram.
Yeah, I don't ever touch Instagram myself. I thought that was mostly just pictures, but if they do videos too, you can do that. Share the video in Instagram. That's fine. Just let me know you've done that. Give me some way of finding it in the comments under this video once it goes recorded, and I'll put you in the list. And then once I get the list going, whenever we hit 1,000, that's when I'll stop taking names. And we'll do a special live event once we hit 1,000. Our 1,000 subscribers live event.
Yep.
Whatever day of the week that happens to be. And if you're not there during the live event, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll make sure you go.
Whoever wins it will remember that you won it. You'll be in the video that you won it. And then
you can contact us.
We'll have it to where you contact us, and we will work out how you're going to get the books. We will ship it to you. We'll cover the shipping. It's not going to cost you any money, right? We're actually going to spend money out of our pocket to pay for the shipping. We're giving away free books. We're giving you a gift. It's a gift.
There is garden books, and I believe homesteading books, and I think there's hiking books.
But I think we're going to limit it to just like maybe 3 books.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll pick out the best 3.
Right.
We'll pick out the best 3.
And, so we'll pick out the best 3 of these rare homesteading books. And they're not like extremely rare, but they're somewhat.
They're unusual.
Yeah, unusual, somewhat rare.
I found them all I've got them all on eBay and also secondhand stores. So,
right.
Yeah, they're not your typical book you could just go and buy. They're unusual.
And, I don't really know the books. I haven't seen them. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to give away 3 books, and we're going to ship them to you. Free gift. Whoever wins the contest. It's a contest.
Yep.
So, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That if you have a Facebook and you have an Instagram, but you would rather do a video review,
yes,
by all means do that.
or do all 3.
Right, because the whole part of the contest is to help promote the channel.
Yes.
So that other people get exposed to our content. People that normally wouldn't see our channel would see your share, and they'd say, "Oh, that looks interesting." They check it out, and by checking out what you think is your favorite video, maybe someone else will like it too, and maybe they'll like it enough to want to subscribe to us. We want people to feel like they want to subscribe to us.
Yeah.
Not that they have to.
Not that they have to.
Not that they're obligated.
Nope.
But because they want to, that they actually want to subscribe to us. And that's what we want.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
We don't want it like a phony. Because
yeah, we're the whole point is people subscribe because they like your content.
Yep.
And you know what that means? They're going to be a continual viewer, and that's what we want.
That's what we want.
We want continual viewers, and that's really what's important. So we'll hit 1,000 whenever that happens. We'll get there when we get there, but we want to get there the right way.
She said, "Hey, bonus points if I do all 3."
Well, that would definitely help us out, and we would definitely sincerely appreciate it. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how many books she has that we're willing to let go of. There's the books that we're not willing to let go of and say, "Oh, we're going to keep these books, right? These are going to stay in our library, right?" Because, like I said, they're somewhat rare. So there's going to be some books that we're going to hang on to, but the books that she's talking about, we need to go through, find out how many there are.
Yeah.
I'm only going to give away 3 to any one person.
Okay.
But if we get enough people,
yes,
and we break it up into different groups, maybe I'll give away more than one set of books to maybe more than one person.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I love giving things away.
Maybe we can have more than just one winner of this contest.
I love giving things away.
But let's just make that a mystery for now. Make that a mystery for now. We will do the reveal at 1,000 subscribers. When we get 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a special live 1,000 subscriber get-together. I don't like the word party. I like the word get-together a lot better.
Yeah, me too. I like get-togethers.
Or gathering. So we're going to have a 1,000 subscriber celebration gathering. And that's when we're going to announce exactly what books they are. And we're going to do the drawing. And we're going to do the giveaway. And it should be a pretty interesting live show when we do that.
I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
I want to see who wins.
Yeah, so it should be pretty good. I want to see who wins. That's exciting.
I've always been the type of person I like to share. Like when I used to have a big garden, I used to love sharing my produce with my neighbors and sharing. When I clean out things, I share the things that I have with anyone that's in my fellowship that I went to, and so I really love sharing.
Okay, well, good night. Two Wild Onions Homestead.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
Get ready for your live show, and we are going to be sending people over to your live show when our live show is over.
Yes.
And actually, I believe we're going to be coming over to your live show also. So we'll be coming over as well.
We will be there with bells on.
So, and I believe it's going to be their first live show, so I think it's going to turn out just fine.
Yeah, I'm excited for. Oh, Fairy Creation, thank you for putting that up for us. That's very kind. Thank you for Two Wild Onions. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, their actual channel.
Yeah, she put
that's
a
good.
link to their. Thank you.
That's very nice.
You're a very good moderator. Thank you.
And I just want to thank all of our moderators too.
Yes.
We got Fairy Tale Creations, The Busy Little House, Two Wild Onions Homestead. They were a moderator, but I'm still going to go ahead and mention them. And you guys all doing a really great job. And anybody wants to check out their channels, they have content also.
Yes. Please check out our moderators.
And if you haven't done it already, if you like their content, you like their videos, don't forget to subscribe to them if you like them.
Yep.
So
can I, Brian Akers, can I ask you why you're moving to Texas from Kentucky? Is there any special reason?
What happened?
Brian Akers had said earlier that they're moving to Texas. They live in Louisville right now.
Oh, okay.
And so they're
All
going to
right.
be moving to Texas soon.
Okay,
I
that's
just was
interesting.
curious. I thought it'd be conversation.
Yeah, it's a pretty good leap down to Texas.
Yep. We're going to be going as soon as the Lord makes a way for us.
Right. Now, one thing you're going to notice going from Louisville to Texas, because I've lived there for a little while,
He lived in Texas.
they don't really, I mean, they have a winter, but they don't really have a winter. Not really. I mean, it was like January, and I was in Houston, Texas, and in January, it was like, during the hot part of the day, it was like 75 degrees. 75 degrees in January.
I like that.
Right? On a fairly regular basis. Now, sometimes it would actually get down to like below freezing for a couple hours in the coldest part of the morning, like say from like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. It'd get to like maybe 20 degrees or something like that, enough to freeze water. But that's the worst I've seen down there. And they'd also sometimes, they'll have snowstorms every now and then. But it's like almost no winter at all.
They said, Brian Akers said, just been praying about where he wants us, and Texas went out. Great homeschool laws.
Yes.
See, that's what we're doing. I don't know if you know our story or not, but the Lord's leading us to Missouri. So
Right. And we don't have any children, but we just like living in a state with good homeschool laws because
yes,
we greatly support homeschooling.
yes,
We are much in favor of that.
yep,
And, you know, I believe biblically speaking, there's something to be said from the Bible that the Bible says, teach your children in the way that they should go.
amen.
So it really is the parents' responsibility to make sure that their children get the education that they're getting. It's not necessarily the government's job to do that. It's not the government's job to do that. So we love homeschooling.
Amen too. Yes, amen, Brian Akers. Amen. I agree.
Right. Yeah, Missouri, they've got good homeschooling laws, and here in Kentucky, they've got good laws concerning those things as well. So yeah, it's really good to have
If
that.
the Lord's moving you on,
Yeah.
we need to always obey God.
Right.
We need to always obey His will.
Yeah, and that's you know, we're still looking to move to Missouri one day.
We're not sure when.
We're not sure when.
We're not sure when.
I'm thinking probably sometime next year. Sometime next year, most likely.
But we do know the Lord is leading us that way.
The Lord is leading us that way, and that's the reason why we're moving.
Yep.
Because, you know, if it wasn't for the Lord leading us to Missouri, we've got our piece of property here already paid off, no mortgage payment. It'd actually be a lot easier if we stayed here.
Just to stay here. If it was just our will. Yeah.
Right. It'd be easier for us to stay here.
Yeah.
'Cause
We could be actually pretty
who knows?
easy.
I might end up going to Missouri. I might have to get a mortgage again. I don't know yet. We'll see how it turns out.
Hoping not. We're hoping,
Yeah, we're hoping not,
We're
but
hoping not.
we don't know. We don't know what the future holds.
And you know what? I believe the Lord's going to lead us to the house He wants us to have. And if we have to get a mortgage to get it, then that's...
Or maybe no house.
He's hoping for just property.
Or maybe just a blank slate that we can work with. But we'll see.
Whatever the Lord's will is.
So I hope everybody's excited about that drawing. That's going to come up once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to share those videos on your own, on your homework time,
Yes.
and as
Homework.
many people that wants to join, it's going to help us get to 1,000. The sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner we give away the books. So if you want to help us, we'd appreciate it.
I'll take them out and we can take some pictures of them. And
Well, we're going to do that on the live show.
ooh.
The special 1,000 subscriber gathering celebration live show. So when we hit 1,000, we're going to do a spontaneous live show. It's probably not going to go for an entire hour. It'll go for as long as it's going to go, but I would imagine it's probably only going to take about half an hour for that show. But we're going to show what books are given away, reveal whether or not we're going to give away more than one set of prizes, and do the drawing and do the giveaway. So we're looking forward to that. So once we hit 1,000 subscribers, that's what we're planning on doing.
We have a new subscriber that I've never seen before, Holland's Heroes. Welcome.
All right.
And he said something. That's
Yeah.
a question for you, dear.
Says, I wish I knew what his will is for my family, as I am getting sick of restarting my life. I know the feeling.
Yes.
It's really hard
Yes.
to start things. And then you
Okay.
feel like you get it started and you get it going and things start working out, and then all of a sudden you got to start over. I know that full well. I've changed jobs so many times over the years,
Oh.
and every time, I was becoming a professional trainee. I was a professional trainee. I go to a job, they train me to do a job, I do it for a while, and then for whatever reason, I have to go somewhere else. Right? And there's a lot of stories behind that. I'm not going to get into that. Life just happens sometimes. Things in life just happen. Unexpected things come along, and then you have to start over, and then start over, and then start over. So I felt like I was a professional trainee because I would learn a job, do it for a while, go learn another job somewhere else, go do that for a while, go learn another job somewhere else, go do that for a while, go learn another job somewhere else, and do that for a while, and again,
You okay,
and
dear?
again, and again. That's my own impromptu slow motion.
You're crazy. And Brian Akers says, I hear you. It can be frustrating, but his way is best. Yes.
Right. Praise the Lord.
Amen. God is worthy.
And there's been a few jobs I've actually lost just from being a Christian.
Oh, yes.
And that's happened a couple times.
It has.
Yep. So, and then you have to start over. It doesn't do any good getting bitter about it.
No.
If you get bitter about it, that's just going to poison your soul.
Yeah.
It's just going to poison you. It's going to harden your heart, and you don't want to do that.
No.
So it's not easy. We rely upon the Lord for strength, and we can do all things in Christ Jesus who strengthens us. So as long as Christ gives us the strength to do it, we can do it.
Amen. Amen.
So
yeah.
so that's just a word of encouragement. But yeah, we don't want to get bitter about it. We just say, well, it's unfortunate. It happened. It wasn't the greatest thing. I didn't like it. But you know what? We got to get up, dust ourselves off, and move on to the next season. Because we have different seasons in our life.
Yes.
Right? Different seasons. And sometimes you enter into a season of plenty, where everything seems to be going right. And that lasts for a while and then sometimes goes away. And then you sometimes will enter into a season of hardship or heartache or personal loss. And you endure that for a while. And then after that season might be over, then there might be another type of season. So there's all kinds of different types of seasons. Seasons of joy. And there's also seasons of mourning and grief. And there's actually a Bible verse on that. And let me pull that up. I actually did a teaching recently on that. And I'm going to...
Yeah, you know what, Brian
that Bible
Akers,
verse.
I agree with you. I had to give up being concerned and worried and being upset about things because the Lord's moved us along several times. We've been married 5 years. We've moved 7, 8 times in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so, at first I was like, oh, I don't want to move again. But then you just give it to the Lord. You just got to give it to the Lord. And yeah, I agree.
Okay, let me pull this up real quick. Just take me a few moments. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and read this passage. And it just talks about what we're talking about right here and right now. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven.
Amen.
A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, like killing animals, right? a time to heal, a time to, and also there's other things we can kill too in our lives. If we have bad habits or things that we know we ought not be doing, we need to kill those things and get them out of our life and not do them anyway.
That's a good, yeah.
Right. And there's also a time to heal,
Amen.
right? So when we do suffer injury, whether it be physical or mental or emotional, there's also a time to heal from that. There's a time of healing. There's a time to break down. Sometimes things can be too overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. Sometimes you do end up breaking down. It just happens sometimes, right? And if it happens, there's a time for that. There's a time to build up.
Amen.
Right? There's a time to build back up. And that's what this channel is all about. Building up, edify.
Amen.
Building up in our mind and our information. Building up in our physical well-being, and also building up spiritually. So there's a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to cast away, a time to rend or tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. So there's a season for all these things, either going into a season or coming out of a season. But I just want to end on that note.
Yes.
Because we don't want to go over.
No.
We want people to be able to go over to 2 Wild Onions Homestead.
Please go over.
So right now, go to 2 Wild Onions Homestead and watch their live show.
Amen.
And go ahead and do that right now.
Yes.
And then I'm going to go ahead and
show them some support.
That's
yes.
right. And this is their first live show.
And I think her husband's a little bit nervous, so try to encourage him. Him.
And I think they're going to do just fine. So go over there to their live show and check them out. And until next Tuesday, or 1,000 subscribers, whichever is first, right? See you then.